전통적인 영상 매체인 영화나 애니메이션 그리고 광고 등에서 실감 미디어가 어떻게 사용되고 있는지 보도록 하겠습니다. 영화제로 유명한 칸에서 칸 2021 XR이라는 페스티벌이 열렸는데요. 첫 번째, XR 작품 투자 유도 및 유통 채널 확보, 두 번째, 전통적인 영화업계의 XR에 대한 이해도를 향상시키는 목적으로 개최되었다고 합니다. 시상식 후보 작품의 쇼케이스 출품작들은 XR 경험을 제시함과 동시에 영화사의 새로운 페이지를 선보였다고 평가받았습니다. 또한 칸 XR 2021은 게임 컨텐츠를 중심으로 접근 중인 XR 산업이 영화 산업과 결합함으로써 더 큰 확장성을 열 수 있다는 가능성도 제시했다고 평하고 있습니다. 5개 세션으로 구성되어 있는데요. 첫 번째, VR 작품이 전시된 전시회 XR3, 그리고 두 번째, VR 영화 시상식 B 퓨처 어워드 2021, 그리고 세 번째, 5개의 VR 프로젝트를 선보인 유나이티드 포 휴머니티 쇼케이스, 그리고 네 번째, 기술 개발 중심의 쇼케이스 칸느 XR 디벨롭먼트 쇼케이스 2021, 그리고 다섯 번째, 네트워킹 행사와 토론 등으로 컨퍼런스를 구성하였다고 합니다. 베스트 VR 스토리 어워드와 베스트 VR 인터랙티브 익스피리언스 어워드 두 개의 부분으로 진행된 V 퓨처 어워드 2021은 각각 삼사라 에피소드 1과 The Hangman at Home이라는 두 작품이 수상을 하였습니다.
Do you still remember your earliest memory?
Oh, right. It's this. Who is she? I can't remember clearly. An unfamiliar language, but I still seem to understand. It's something like man, the dream of all living things. I remember I had blood all over my hands. It was warm and it was sticky. I saw the animals running away from me as I was burning their home. I remember that I was a refugee, begging the soldiers to let me through the border. I remember that I felt so much hate and wanted to destroy everybody, including myself. I remember walking through the ruins. The ashes were like snow, falling on my body.
Try to focus. Concentrate your mind and your spirit. Do you still remember the moment the incident occurred?
Attention, all passengers. We must depart before the nuclear attack begins. Prepare for emergency takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
0. Isu nawalak. Matuturo sa suki sa mula. Usisinasinay sunduta zwa. Ay nga no taybilil. Kaya na susinay nga pada mamili.
Prepare to enter full orbit.
Alert. Alert. Imminent collision detected. Prepare for impact.
Now you remember how the incident occurred. I am an entity of artificial intelligence on this space shuttle, codenamed Father. You are the 1001 survivors that I salvaged from the Earth's surface and orbit after the global nuclear holocaust. You have been either dead or alive since the incident, depending on how you would like to put it. I uploaded your memories and consciousness into my memory bank. However, my system was damaged severely, and all of the survivors' memories are entangled and unable to be separated. You were in a coma for a year. I repaired the spacecraft with nanorobots high in the Earth's orbit and continued to work on restoring and separating your body, consciousness, and memory. It is only recently that I woke you. Earth is no longer fit for the living. I must find somewhere else for you to settle. I detected a point of gravitational singularity 104 light-years away, and just a bit beyond it, there is a planet very similar to Earth, planet B612. I cannot locate this planet's exact position, for time and space are completely distorted, but this journey is our last chance of survival. We are about to set off. Rest well. It will take a long time for your body to heal and recover entirely. We have arrived at planet B612. To adapt to the environment here, I began an experiment, combining human beings' genomes with those of creatures from this planet. I also extracted your collective consciousness and inserted it into distinct bodies, hoping that you will develop your individual consciousness in them in time.
At last, we chose the body of a species with the most freedom. We gradually gained independence from our collective consciousness. With this new body, we soared across the surface of the planet, no longer limited by gravity, and could now converse freely with each other in three-dimensional images without the restraints of space. A million years passed. One day, an aboriginal species began to threaten our lives, using primitive weapons to hunt us down. Father decided to exterminate this species, but we thought that the planet should be returned to them while we may continue our journey elsewhere. We finally decided to leave the refuge Father created for us on this planet and cast away our genetically engineered bodies. as I became conscious of our departure, I beheld the Aboriginal species in full view for the first time, as they were engulfed by the worldwide flood Father conjured. We returned once more to journeying in space. Only Father remained on the planet. We never got to know if he successfully exterminated the species, or whether he found the purpose of his existence after that. Countless time elapsed. We evolved into a species of the fourth dimension, thinking and acting at the speed of light. We no longer needed our bodies to survive. Dimension is no longer relevant to us. We exist in a state between mind and matter, in the form of pure energy waves. Our thoughts are connected to form an enormous network. We thought we had reached the pinnacle of evolution. But woe and devastation prompted us to continue our endless search. We discovered a place where a weak energy source vibrated at the same frequency as our own livelihood. It helped broaden our consciousness and expand our existence. We decided to build our city on this site. Endless streams of consciousness flowed through the city. The vibrating energy enlightened us and awakened long-forgotten passions and thoughts in our minds. Countless time elapsed. An escalating oscillation filled our consciousness to the brim. All dimensions of time and space were in resonance. We did not know what would befall us and could only wait for its emergence. When the moment came, we suddenly remembered what was once called fear, remorse, regret, longing, and love. In the end, I finally recalled what she said to me.
Spinua kanam kinati akatem nasham atau Spinua kanam kinati akatem nasham akatem 也难想。
Hi everyone, I'm Ksenia, and here we are in VR. This is probably the most minimalist yet very impactful piece in the Museum of Other Realities. Inspired by Carl Sandburg's poem, it shows some intimate moments when suddenly we feel observed. This is the Hangman at Home VR experience. Let's dive into it. In 1922, the American writer Carl Sandburg started one of his poems with a simple and profound question. What does the hangman think about when he goes home at night from work? He supposed that the hangman has a wife and a kid, and they have casual talks, as we all do. At home, there is no hangman, just an ordinary man living his private life. Almost a century later, these 26 poetic lines of the triple Pulitzer Prize winner crystallized into a magnificent virtual experience that refers not only to the hangman, but to everybody. Its creators raise even more questions. How do we act when we are alone? What does it feel like to witness someone else's intimate moment? And why sometimes is it so odd to be human? In search of answers, you step into a small room with a door, a window, a closet, and a fireplace. But they are much more than this. They are portals to immersive chapters where you find characters in deeply private situations. First, you catch them doing what they do, and then they catch you observing them. It does not feel right, but it is what it is. The aesthetic of these fragments is solved very cleverly using a beautiful technique of animated monochromatic dioramas. All the elements are carefully hand-painted in 2D and layered to create depth. In some, it gives an impression of a stage in a theater or a page in a pop-up book. The other part of the experience shows the world in black and white with some interactive objects. You are free to light a match, make a cup of tea, and even play the piano. The narrative is driven by a delicate balance and a constant switch, from calm reading to tense music, from volumetric chalk drawings to plain colored paintings, from acting to observing, from awkwardness to shame. The result is as captivating and playful as thoughtful and reconciling. This atmospheric story lasts for 25 minutes and is available in English, French, and Danish. Nevertheless, the only voiceover appearing cites the poem itself that you can read in advance in a language of your choice. The Hangman at Home VR experience was made in 2 years by a talented and experienced team from Denmark, Canada, and France, with the vast support of cultural institutions of these countries. Released in 2020, it was praised as the best VR experience at the prestigious Venice Film Festival and Cannes XR Festival, among many other creative contests. It forms part of a multimedia project made of 3 separate productions: an animated short film, a multi-user immersive installation, and this individual VR experience. Together, they explore and bring Sandburg's poem to new heights. So put your headset on and immerse in poetry like never before.
VR 컨텐츠 매출액이 2020년 기준 11억 달러에 불과하여 이는 2020년 게임 시장이 기록한 1680억 달러의 매출액과 비교하면 매우 미미한 수준입니다. 150분의 1 수준밖에 안 되는 시장이죠. 그래서 VR 영화와 같은 스토리텔링 기반의 VR 컨텐츠 제작자와 유통업체들은 중단기적으로 VR 헤드셋보다는 장소 기반한 엔터테인먼트 시장에 보다 확실한 수익화 기회 모델을 창출하길 바라고 있습니다. 그래서 장소 기반은 흔히들 약어로 LBE, 로케이션 베이스드 엔터테인먼트 시장이라고도 합니다. 한 7년 전에 이런 실감미디어를 적극 활용한 영화가 한 편 등장을 했었는데요. 이 VR이라는 게 가장 효과적인 방식으로 전달하는 게 몇 인치입니까? 1인칭이겠죠. 내가 끼고 있으면 내 손앞이 이렇게 등장을 해서 뭔가 FPS 게임 같은 걸 해볼 수 있는 느낌을 전달하기에는 아주 최적이에요. 3인칭이나 2인칭은 솔직히 VR에서는 그다지 효과적이지 않아요. 왜냐면 내가 끼고 내가 그 현실에 있는 것처럼 돌아다니길 바라니까. 그래서 영화 나왔던 게 1인칭 중심의 게임, 이제 하드코어 헬리라는 게 나왔었는데, 그다지 성공을 거두지 못했죠. 이거를 상영할 수 있는 영화관도 극히 드물어.
Hello, Henry. Do you remember how you got here? This next part might hurt. Squeeze? You and I were, we still are, husband and wife. I love you, Henry.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. Woo! This is war, baby! 'Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. Shooting star leaping through the sky, like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. Racing car passing by.
You gonna lay there? Swallow that blood in your mouth? Or are you gonna stand up and go spill theirs?
슈팅 게임 같죠? 가장 적합한 방식이에요. 그래서 이 영상 연출할 때 좀 고민을 해야 되는 게, 이게 2인칭, 3인칭으로 가기에는 조금 어려운 방식이라고 생각이 들기 때문에 영상 연출할 때 고민을 많이 해야 돼요. 이게 화면 전환을 뭐 1인칭 같다, 3인칭 같다, 2인칭 같다 이렇게 왔다 갔다 한다는 게 그렇게 자유롭게 되진 않아요. 그래서 영상 연출이 VR 쪽에서는 조금 틀립니다. 그래서 그냥 가장 적합한 게 1인칭이기 때문에 1인칭 슈팅 게임처럼 영화를 만들었던 거죠. 문제는 이 당시 이거 나올 때도 영화관에 VR 안경을 끼고 즐길 수 있는 영화관이 그다지 흔치 않았죠. 그러다가 이제 그 롯데 월드타워에 있는 그 최초의 이제 VR 영화관인데, VR 퓨처 시네마라는 곳이고, 여기에 보면 그 덱스터 디지털에서 만든 신과 함께라는 VR을 좀 즐길 수 있었고, 위에 있는 게 이제 볼트라는 게 있는데, 저거는 촬영 베이스가 아니에요. 그냥 완전 CG입니다. 그냥 아까처럼 촬영 베이스로 만든 게 아니고 CG로 만들어서 렌더링해서 이제 보여주는 건데, 뭐 그냥 VR 영화에 적합하게 만들었을 뿐인 거죠. 그래서 여기 영화관에도 그 즐길 수 있는 콘텐츠가 아직까지는 거의 없어요.